All right, this is the trail to Derrick Cave. I haven't been here in a while. This is my second video today. I shot horizontal, now I'm shooting vertical. There's more ice than I expected. So the first video I did without my crampons on, had to skip part of the cave. Now I'm here by myself, but at least I have my crampons on. So I'll be skipping different parts of the cave. But between the two videos, I'll get almost everything. How's that sound? So as you can see, it's a nice trail here. If you find the parking lot, you can find the cave. But yeah, be careful. There's a couple of sketchy cliffs and stuff in this cave. So there's no snow or mud on the road here this time of year. This is May 1st, 2025. But there's still quite a bit of ice inside the cave. Never seen it like that before. It's really impressive, actually. Luckily, this area isn't affected by the road closures near here. If you ever come here, I strongly recommend a four-wheel drive, or at least a vertical with high ground clearance. The road to get here is ugly. It's really warm out here. I think the forecasted high today was like in Bend is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm quite a ways from the city, so I don't know exactly. I feel like it'll be warmer or colder here. It's wide open sunshine. As you can see, the trees are short. Like, I think the tallest trees here are maybe 30 or 40 feet tall. So there's lots of open sunshine here. You can see the trail curves around a little bit. It's not perfectly straight. I'm not sure why they bothered to do that, but whatever. It works. Get your exercise in, warm you up before going to the Gold Cave. There's still ice in the cave, so part of the cave is definitely freezing. Or slightly above. Alright, so here's the main entrance to Derrick Cave. I can see the land around here isn't particularly flat. It's a nice big hole here. Huge entrance. So there's the way to the upper end of the cave. Here's the famous part you've seen pictures of on the internet. So let's get down here, take a look at both. Now officially I'm gonna keep turning left to go clockwise. I did the landscape video. I did the lower end first because it's the cool part with the skylights. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do the lower end first, then the upper end. Notice there's a hole in the ground down there. You can crawl through there, but just to warn you, there's some ice down there. So I'll be going down there a different way. But yeah, that's the way down to the lower level of the cave. I'm actually standing on the roof of a lower level of the cave. So check this out. There you go. If you like crawling, go for it. See if there really is a sign-in sheet here. Yeah, there's no sign-in sheet. There used to be a sign-in sheet here, but looks like somebody stole it. Wow, just being down in the shade, the temperature I swear has gone down 20 degrees. Pretty dang close. Notice the light ahead is from the biggest skylight. Huge skylight, like 30 feet in diameter. The cave here is like 50 feet wide, maybe 25 feet tall. Huge. Let's see if I can show you this. Yeah, people aren't doing a very good job of protecting it, unfortunately. But the floor here sometimes has cool dots in the sand for water dripping from above. People have been walking through the sand and hiding it. Oh well. Notice there's snow underneath the skylight. Nice big tree growing above. There we go. There's a pretty picture. Notice how in some places the wall looks relatively smooth. Other places it looks all eroded. I think this is an old cave. I don't remember how old it is, but it's pretty old. So here's the snow again. There's another tree. Over there is the next skylight, much smaller skylight, like probably 10 feet long, 3 feet wide. I haven't gone up there to look from above today. It's been a couple years since I've been here. It's kind of the middle of nowhere. It's a bit of work to get out here. Very nasty road. You better be a good driver to get out here. You'll find out. Notice the ceiling bulges up there, makes a little dome shape. I think that's called a cupola, but I'm not sure. At least that's what railroaders would call it. Notice the layers are peeling apart there. There's probably a little nook and cranny out there where bats or rats or something can go. Notice there's snow, a little bit of snow underneath this one. All right, that's the last skylight. Before I go on, I just want to show you across to the wall. Notice how the bottom part is red and is peeling away. Peeled away when it formed, actually. And there's green for a while from natural light. And then above it's just brown or gray from the bare rock. Very uneven. So this is the last skylight. After this, it's all, what's it called? It's a dead end. Notice the floor here. Where it's extra dark, that's ice. And where it's regular dark, that's just moisture. And then where it's really light, that's dry. So I have to be careful where I put my feet. I'm wearing crampons, but I still want to avoid the ice. Don't want to damage the ice for one thing, if possible. See these holes in the floor I told you? That's for water dripping from the ceiling and hitting the sand, making an impact crater. Now the cool part here, if you go down the middle, that's the main way to go. But if you go up here on the left, there's a ledge. Up here on the right, there's a ledge. Both of them are dead ends, but they take you to a cool view. Now, I'm going to somewhat carefully go up here, but not too thoroughly explore it. Because even up here, look at that, there's ice on the rock. Which is funny, when you order drinks, on the rocks means ice, but yeah, this is a different kind of ice, a different kind of rock. Real rock, not ice rocks. Okay. So for safety reasons, I'm not going to go any farther, but it doesn't go much farther anyway. And then over there on the other ledge, I'm not going to go very far on that either. I already did that in a widescreen video, so if you really want to see what's over there, watch the landscape video. I was going to stay to the left, but I'll go ahead and do this other ledge real quick before I go on, since I'm not going to go very far. But this part, if you stay on the ledge and keep going, it's level, but the other floor goes down, down, down. So you're eventually going to end up like 30 feet above the floor. So be extremely careful not to fall down, or worse, drop your camera. See right here, the ledge, it's like a couple feet wide. There's tons of room, so it's not too bad. But to keep going here, so look at this. I'm already like 15 feet up. So it looks easy enough to go that way, but coming back is kind of sketchy. Because here you have to hop up or go on this ice right here. Long story short, it's not particularly safe. So I already went that way in the landscape video. So I'll just go down to the main level. At least that way if I fall, I don't fall as far. There's the two skylights, a little bit of snow and ice, lots of rock. Now here, there's still ice on the floor. If you come here in the late summer, fall, there's no ice. If you're a beginner, but you're gonna come to this cave anyway, definitely come here in the late summer or early fall. And don't try to come out here when it's raining or the road will be mud. But yeah, notice there's like clear ice here. So it's like washed away the sand. Wow. But notice the holes. That's from water dripping from above and making little holes in the ice, melting away holes in the ice. That's really cool. Notice there's ice on the wall there. White icicles. Of course, you have a big freezer. You're probably used to seeing this ice inside your freezer. But it's still cool to see it in nature anyway. Alright. But even now, I'm sure you can see there's lots of ice all over the floor here. At least there's some sand too for traction. Look how red the rock is here. Just a little bit of black. Notice here how it looks rubbed. That's not from somebody's fingernails. You're not strong enough to do that. That's solid rock. That's probably from when the cave was forming. Either the cave stretching or rock scratching along it. Same thing here. Instead of having the roughness, the smoothness, I'm guessing that means a rock slid down while it was forming. This rough part could be forming later too. Some of this rough stuff could be minerals. Like over here, this white stuff, that's definitely minerals. So look at this. There's ice all over the floor. Here. So some way I want to get through. Now I have the crampons, so I could walk through anywhere, but I want to minimize the damage to the ice. So I'm still going to just gently walk straight through the middle here. Or actually go over here where there's rocks. Use this sort of, what's it called? But yeah, look at all the ice over here. I've never seen this cave like this. This is crazy. I'm not even sure exactly how this happened. Why it's in this one spot. Look how rough. There's like little round ice balls there. Ice balls there. Wow, this is awesome. There's natural light from the skylights still. So the cave's somewhat straight. You obviously need a flashlight, but it's good to know where you are, help you navigate. One good reason to go caving during the day. If it was night, you wouldn't get that benefit. I knew a guy who went to what's it called? Pictograph Cave at night. And it's like, it's got a humongous skylight. He went at night, so I didn't get the benefit. Oh well. So this is really cool view because you can see how there's the trench, ice close up, ice on the walkway, and then light from the skylight. Huge cave. Notice it's kind of shaped like a cave. There's a cave at Lava Beds called Skull Cave. It's kind of shaped like a skull. We got so many caves there, they had to come up with a clever name for each one. Can't name them all. Dark and spooky cave. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if I can get up here. Let me try. This seems like fun. It's like really, really small ice formations here. It's like child size or something. Now this would be a good place to set up a time lapse. Notice how this one isn't straight. It's shaped like a green bean or something. Kind of cool. Yeah. If I lived around here, I'd probably try to set up a time lapse. Leave it running all winter. Hopefully nobody steals my camera. I have to use a cheap camera like a GoPro or something. The camera I'm holding is over $1,000, so probably wouldn't want to leave it laying around or somebody could steal it. Alright. Notice how the ceiling here is like 50 feet tall. There's a ledge along the wall, but it wouldn't be safe to walk along there. Here's the place where the cave bulges out. In the widescreen version of the video, I did go up there, but I didn't go any farther because I knew this ledge was a dead end. And it's so high up, I didn't want to risk falling. It was funny, I meant to stay to the left and go clockwise, but I keep seeing ice on the right side. Wouldn't want to miss that. Notice how the floor is covered with all these flat rocks. Even without ice, this place is a trip hazard. Especially when they shift under your weight. If you're not ready for that, it could be a bit disorienting. Why does this stupid thing want to focus? Alright. So the autofocus is no good. Excuse me. It's really cool because there's all these like icicles hanging under the rock. Just a smooth glaze on top of the rock. Same thing over here. It's like lots and lots of small icicles hanging under the rock. Get this view first. This view over here. I think this one looked better on the widescreen. Wow. So much ice. And then it keeps going up and up. Here there's ice like 20 feet up on the wall. In this cave, that's rare. For some reason in this cave, most of the ice is down here. At least this time of year. Maybe next year I'll come back in like late March or April, see if it looks any different. Assuming the road's passable. Probably have to convoy with a couple vehicles. You want to be out here with a broken down vehicle. I'm not even sure how far away I could get cell phone service. I don't even know if I get cell phone service here. Let's check that out. But yeah, good luck getting a taxi to come out here to pick you up. All right. Some nice ice over here on the right side. So much for what I plan to keep left, except to pass, or something like that. Fascinating. Just a weensy bit pretty. Some more ice over here too. There's ice out there, ice down there, ice down below. It's everywhere. All right. Like even here, look at that, the whole floor has got a ice glaze. So yeah, good thing I decided to bring my crampons. It's much easier to navigate. I came here earlier today without crampons to do my widescreen video. I had to zigzag a lot to find the safest route. Now I can sort of just plow straight through. Oh, this spot. I like this spot because that's, you see the ceiling's suddenly going to get taller. Let me put my light at 100%. Here's 100%. All right. Go ahead and put it back on 50%. So at 100%, the light only lasts about half an hour. So if I put it 50%, it's going to last about an hour. I have a bunch of lights, but still, I want to be ready for anything. Haven't decided how long I'll be here. I want to try to be thorough, take a few pictures, take a few videos, have a little fun. So, wow, oops, that was just a loose rock. All right, but yeah, look at all this. Collection of ice right there. Nice collection of ice right there. Got some nice ice hanging there. But it's going to be a bit tricky going through there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the left where there's less ice. I was planning on staying to the left anyway. So. Okay, the battery on my camera is almost dead. I'm going to keep shooting video until it dies, then I'll switch. Notice there's ice stalagmites, small ice stalagmites all over here. Short and fat. At Indian well cave at lava beds, it's far cooler because they get taller, they get wider and skinnier. So a lot of times they're shaped like bowling pins. Really impressive to see. Varies from year to year though. Some years there's like nothing, and some years they're like 2 or more feet tall. It's like, wow, this is impressive. Oops. Notice there's a trench down there. Climb down there. You can get inside that hole. It's a cave within a cave, or tube within a tube. Oh wow. Notice this ice isn't really white or clear. It's sort of got yellow, like dirt came in with it. Huh, there's a moth. I don't know if it's dead or what. Notice the ice isn't really straight either. It curves around, makes all sorts of weird shapes. Kind of cool. Oh wow, this is cool. It's like one icicle all by itself hanging down here. Nothing suspicious about that. There's a lot of bigger icicles up there too, hanging from the ceiling. I don't know how my camera's getting it though. It's really tricky where I'm trying to walk. Man, it's just a little bit of ice. Luckily I got room to go underneath that icicle so I don't damage the icicle. Like the commercial says, an icicle is a terrible thing to waste. Okay. So you know what, I think as soon as I'm down here, it's gonna be about time to switch batteries on my, what's it called, camera. So, I'm gonna look around here, find a good place to sit down and switch camera batteries. All right, well, there's Derrick Cave.